Hey guys, Thomas from Team Sakurasou here, coming at you guys with another failed YGO community product. This is not like the first time this year even. In fact, lately it feels like a lot of our Yu-Gi-Oh sets have been flops. Now you guys obviously read the title, so I'm going to tell you guys some reasons you don't know why these tins are flopping, the frustration coming from different kinds of players, and some more perspectives. If you guys enjoy these kinds of discussion videos, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe. If you are buying any cards off TCG Player, which is the site we'll be looking at today, please use my link down in the description below. Helps out the channel to no additional cost to you. Thank you to all my YouTube channel members, and we're just going to get right into this discussion. Now, the first reason that people are very disappointed with these tints is kind of one of the reasons why people have been disappointed with our last Battles of Legends and somewhat Duelist Nexus, which is there's way too much high rarity printed at a alarming rate. And even worse, unfortunately, like in Monsters Revenge, Konami just said, hey, you know those Starlight rares that you spent a lot of money on, or when you pulled it made back your case? Like, let's say you spent $500 on a Stardust Dragon, 500, maybe 700, right? Oh, well, we're going to reprint that and we're going to make it so accessible that your value is going to get cut in half. As you guys see here, we have our Stardust Dragon and our Black Rose Dragon here, which this is just a Starlight. That's what this is. Let's keep it a fact here. High collectors are pissed off. This is like our, I don't know what high rarity Dark Magician this is. Like, we keep getting a high rarity Dark Magician every few months, it feels like. We get Ghost, we get, we've had Ulti in a structure deck. That was really bizarre. And a bunch of other rarities. We got Ghost Cyber Dragon recently as well. Black Rose again. This is another Starlight that was reprinted. And while some of these are somewhat new, like, the Decode Talker, right? That would be a good Starlight where you want to make it one in this set. Okay. Konami has put ones like the Exodia, the Forbidden one. Now, this was a Starlight rare in Crystal's Revenge. So if you spent like anywhere from 300, if you're lucky, to about 700 for an Exodia head, congrats, you just wasted a lot of money there. Yes, could it rebound possibly? Sure, but this is basically a reprint quarter century. They did this with Zeus in Monsters Revenge. The list goes on, right? Even with like Black Armor Master, right? Which I actually like this as a reprint. These are about $3 here, which is quite cheap. But literally, look at this. It had a Starlight where it was Crystal Revenge barely a year ago even. And if you got this card hoping that's going to go up, well, congratulations, it's not. Good job. And a lot of collectors are sick and tired of it. Even me, I actually am scared to get Starlight rares at all now because I'm like, well, it's not, it feels like a when, not an if quarter centuries are going to get reprinted. And this is just absolutely ridiculous, especially because they're hitting cards that are nostalgia related. Like, for example, they hit Zeus in Monsters Revenge. I'm just saying that because I had a Zeus, I had a Stardust. I actually thought about picking up one of these at one point, just because if secrets are $40, I might as well spend another $34 for a Starlight because our master was bought out at the time. And I'm really glad I didn't, because I would feel so dumb right now. And a lot of collectors I've been talking to, either through DMs, people buying from me, right, either in person, and a lot of high rarity collectors I know are all almost at the same conclusion where they're like, yeah, it's just either it's too much quantity, it's too ridiculous that they're reprinting it. And everybody, even my last market watches, know that, hey, if Konami did this and I owned this card, I would be pissed. And Konami should be smart enough not to piss off the people who constantly have tens of $1,000s rotating their hands constantly. But hey, it is what it is, and that's why it's very hard for people to invest right now, because high rarity just doesn't mean too much anymore, and it's all too much. Now, the second reason that people are very unhappy with the tins is because the value just isn't there, right? $10, and by the way, I am recording this at about Friday night, right? So we gave the day one, basically almost in fact, it's like 12:30, about 24 hours. And it is $11 for your Lubellion. I am sorting high to low, $11. All right. That means if you bought this tin at $22, because yes, they increased tin prices, right? Wow. You pulled the best card in the set, not half your money back. And that's day one. And this are Megatins of the year. Not some garbage side set, which is still inexcusable, mind you. They actually did that like 3 weeks ago. Soul Blazing Salaman Trash. I don't even know what it was called. I don't even think half of you know what it's called without looking it up. $11 for a Lubellion, right? $10 for a Fenrir. Then we drop to 6, 5. This is bought out. Oh, cool. Something had to be worth a few dollars. Woo! I'm not giving anything at $6. 4, right? Yeah, you have cards that are not worth pennies, right? And I know someone's going to be like, oh, well, it does add up. Yes, it does add up. Just like the quantities on TCG Player crashing the price harder than the Titanic, right? Especially when they do very idiotic things. Like, oh, Fenrir was supposed to want to be one of the bigger sells of this set. How can I expect Fenrir to be worth money when this ulti can't even hold 30? Like, it was struggling to hit 35, right? This is a ultimate rare from OTS, something that's supposed to be rare. And this is the most beloved OTS, ulti from OTS 21. Like, but I'm just going to click on it really quick. See, horrible, right? How am I supposed to be like, oh, this is going to be a lot of value when the highest rarity can't even hold 28? How would this be worth your tin and more? Who would be paying 20 something dollars for a Fenrir when we have ultis at very cheap, right? The picks were really, really bad. They skipped out on Power of the Elements. Kurakara would have sold this set. Some of the tier element stuff would have been a very nice addition. And a lot of the stuff, unfortunately, is kind of niche, right? Like, Regulus is not seeing play, and it's a one-of, right? It's a great card. It's a cool reprint, but it's not that much. Illusion of Chaos. And this is the 4th most expensive card. The Illusion of Chaos is a cool engine piece. Maybe with Spiral, it could do some stuff. It is a great reprint, but the demand is not going to match this quantity, and the price reflects that, right? And then it brings me to the third and final reason why these tins are selling like hot dog water. And that is because of the ban list. Now, I think that usually Konami, what they do, and I guess the overall player base is smartened up, because I never saw this in the last years. But this year, I don't know what YouTuber told them. I don't know if we finally have these players that have had an epiphany and started thinking about the market, just like common sense. I don't really know. But fact is, players realize, hey, we're going to get a ban list, most likely October, right? That's what I think. I think mid to late October, right? Could come early October, but I think somewhere October. Or they might give us a very light list, which, who knows? Maybe we'll get a light list reflecting on these tins with very, very minuscule hits in order to refresh, give 3-4 months, and people are like, hey, let me buy more product, right? Oh, I could buy my Lubellions because I have 3-4 months. $10, here you go, right? Players know that, hey, Magna Hut and all my Bestials, they're not going to be not hit, right? Why would I get them? Why would I get multiple sets, right? Oh, Fenrir, oh, that's going to get hit. And if I really want it, I'd rather gamble on the ultis, right? Regulus, that's literally just a one if you want to go grab it. Druisworm, same thing. Oh, Garura, same thing. Oh, Runix might get even more hits, right? And it's not as good as people think it is. We can only play like Sprite for hire. Oh, $4, right? Oh, Lab's gonna get a hit for sure, right? Dang, we're not gonna spend a bunch of money on Lab cards, right? Oh, Brandon's gonna get hit. And then a lot of the brand players already had their copies at this point. Oh, might as well not spend the money, right? And a lot of people just already had their stuff. It's, oh, another one. Oh, Rite of Erismere. This was printed as a secret rare, what, month ago? Like, look at this, okay? Oh, Sierras at 78 aren't bad. Oh, Sierras at 35 are actually really nice. That's not bad. Anyway, you want your Monsters Revenge sixes, or you want your or you want your reprint secret, right? Which one do you prefer, right? This was like literally a month ago, maybe month and a week, right? Which I'm shocked they're even $6 holding it this $3, but especially when you look at listings, but insane to me. I actually want to look at CRs just for fun. Yeah, they're like more like $40. It's not bad for CRs. I actually love the CRs because it makes it pop. But you guys aren't here to listen to my opinion on that. The point is these terrible choices are reflecting. All right, they did the same thing for Forbidden Droplet actually for the last year's tins. They reprinted it as an ultra rare in Duels of the Deep, which was actually a nice set. You know, these what's called like I should say elemental based side sets. They're not bad and they have some cool cards, but they're just not enough. But they decided to put Droplet in there, even though Droplet was getting a reprint a month later. I don't know why they have to reprint cards 2 to 3 times in such a short span. And the same thing with Water Enchantress, by the way. Not to mention Water Enchantress had an ulti that was very accessible at like $20 or less, floating for around months at a time. In fact, you have the ulti at like dog water prices. I actually want to see what the ulti is at. Like, I'm calling it now like $16, $18. Uh, yeah, $16, $17, right? Why would people grab these cards? The picks were terrible. You screwed collectors, and most of all, you can't even guarantee a month and a half for the players buying these cards. As well as the increased prices on the tins may have some more to do with it as well. But those are 3 reasons why that players hate the tins. Konami's marketing team saw something, and instead of moderation, they blew it to the high moon, and they decided to make the worst decisions ever. They didn't even save the game before they made the worst decision. Now they just have to restart their whole playthrough. I don't know why I'm putting this in a game analogy, but point is, that's why people are upset with the tins. But I want to know in the comment section below, why do you guys not like the tins? Do you like, or hey, maybe you like the tins? Did you guys get any tins yourself? And what do you think of my points? Do you agree? Do you disagree? I really want to hear the people who want to add to the conversation. I want to hear the people who agree and disagree, because hey, I love actually having a conversation. And something I like to say in my videos, but the reason I do this channel is because I love the interaction. I love the community, right? At least my community, right? There's my community and the YGO community. I put my community higher, but I love interacting with you guys, even if it means admitting I'm wrong. In fact, hey, I like learning something new. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys Monday morning for a cool market watch. Peace.